The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Miami Dolphins. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll get this to Eckler. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to have a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I don't even know why.
From the gun, it's Jackson. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Set.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They go with Jacobs. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Austin Eckler, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 23.
14.
Now Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Mike, 3-15. 3-5. Go 14. And 96 is coming. We got Mike 96. 90 here. Hustle. 96. Go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. And 96 is coming. We got Mike 96. All day.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
1st down, Seattle.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson is complete to Lockett. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Wilson leaves this one with Penning. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They go play action with Jackson. On the crossing route, complete. It's Grant. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Mike's 50. Watch twist.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jakeem Grant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Yeah, the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop them on 3rd down.
Check 55 to mine. Check 55 to mine. Double dog. That's the way.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
380. 52 right here. 52. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Got it. 52, Mike 52. Hey, tight down. There you go. Hey, Mike 52. Watch the slant. Hey, Mike 52. Run left. What we got?
On third down, Wilson. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah,
and he fires one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 50. Hey, alert. Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
Now it's Wilson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Punch left. Come on. Hey, 96 is coming. We're going to Mike 96. You must be dreaming. Hey, alert. 96. We own them. Hey, 96 is coming. We're going to Mike 96. I'm going to come back to you. Four down. Mike 96. Check. Hey, 96 is coming.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon.
They get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
An update from Buffalo. The Jets have taken the early lead over the Bills. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And an alley to run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Set, ready. 54 outlaw. 54 Mike. Time to go, night.
Running on first down, Eckler. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Here's Jackson to throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle but couldn't spring himself free. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. And the gadget play here on fourth down winds up backfiring. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Throwing is Wilson. And that's complete to Luke Wilson. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First down, Seahawks.
14.
Here's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Wilson going to throw again. Left side complete to Lockett. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6.
You got 3 down. Clear.
They run it with Carson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play,
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Yeah.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Brought in over the middle by Grant. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
And the Seahawks first down.
Friday. 6 is coming. We got Mike 96. Mike 96. Mike 96. I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On the ready. Eddie Weber. Man, that's trash. Mike 54. Mike 54. Who that? Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Here we go, D. Ready.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go.
Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, that's 2 sacks in this game, so add that to the 4 from last week. I think that's 6.
Good math. Excellent math. And look, he's going to get all the attention. He deserves it. He got home and got the quarterback on the ground. But that's a concentrated team effort because you got a lot of guys who occupy blockers to allow him access to rush the passer.
That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That one goes for 24 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he finds Stills, complete. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Running is Jacobs, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Mike 96, Mike 96. On deck.
Hey, 0, 0, 0.
96 is coming. You know Mike 96. I'm scared. 96, Mike 96. Let's go.
To throw is Wilson. To throw on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Taco Charlton in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Returnable for Grant. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got you. I got you.
And an alley to run. Swoop down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Sanders on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Watch the pass.
The handoff, it's Eckler. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
They go play action now. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack on 1st down, Jackson. And this is Parker, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
On 2nd and 2, Jackson. And Stills bringing it in. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys continue to pour it on. Sanders now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Good job right there.
Here's Carson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Well.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Sponge. No. Check.
Wilson now on 3rd down. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Wilson now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Penny. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Let's go.
From the 44, Wilson, he's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Dolphins, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Big numbers.